Troubleshoot a Kenmore gas range. Gas ranges are very popular not only in restaurants but also in private homes as well. This kind of stove offers better control in temperatures, which is required by discerning chefs and practical cooks alike. Additionally, maintaining a gas range is relatively cheaper than using an electric range. Admittedly, purchasing and installing a gas range could appear more expensive, but it will prove to more practical in the long run, not only for the aforementioned reasons but also because these ranges require very minimal maintenance. If, in the rare occasion, a gas-fueled Kenmore range fails to function properly, a do-it-yourselfer may be able to solve the problem by simply using this guide. Read on to find out the different problems that you might encounter with a Kenmore gas range and the possible solutions that you can employ. Write down the model number of your Kenmore gas range. If you find that one or more parts of the gas range requires replacing, it is best that you have the model number ready so that the salesperson can find the most appropriate parts that you need. To find this information, check inside the range's drawer or on the back door frame. If the number is not indicated on these areas, check the place in between the hinges of the door or on the left side of the frame's inner wall. You may also consult the product's manufacturer's manual in order to glean the information that you need. Observe proper safety precautions before attempting to do anything other than superficial inspections. Before opening any panels or tugging on any tubes, it is advisable that you switch off the gas valve in order to cut off the supply of gas going to your stove. Any accidental sparks, even the smallest one, might cause an explosion if the gas manages to leak out of the stove or tank. If your Kenmore gas range produces unevenly burning flames, you need to check the burners. The burners are the tiny holes where the gas flows out, supplying the fuel for your stove's flame. There are times when the stove burners get clogged by food debris, sauces, or grease. To address this problem, you will need to take out the burners and wash it with water and mild detergent. Wipe it dry using a clean rag. If the holes are still clogged, use a strong pin to dislodge the blockage. Allow the burners to dry completely before putting it back on the stove. For a malfunctioning oven, check the bake igniter. Due to frequent use, the stove's bake igniter could eventually break down or get too worn. You will know if the igniter still works properly if it emits a bright yellow or white glow. Once the spark turns red, this means that the igniter has already weakened. You will need to have this component replaced. The same symptoms could be observed if the switches, broiler, gas valve, or thermostat begins to fail. Using an oven thermometer, verify if the thermostat is showing an accurate temperature reading. If your cakes or roasts are coming out of the oven partially raw, you will need to see if the thermostat is still reflecting the correct temperature inside the oven. Preheat the stove's oven to 350 degrees, then put a thermometer on its center rack for about 15 minutes. Check if the reading in the thermometer is the same as the one indicated in the thermostat. If not, adjust the thermostat by rotating the exposed screw under the oven knob. A quarter turn going clockwise will raise the oven's temperature by 25 degrees, while doing the opposite will lower the temperature by the same degree. The steps mentioned above should be able to solve most of the general problems that an owner can encounter while using a Kenmore gas range. For more details regarding troubleshooting this type of stove, go to the manufacturer's website. If you have followed all the steps and still fail to address the problems, contact Sears and inquire about having the gas range serviced.